Hi everyone, this is Lynn Wilson from Lynn Wilson Originals here in Mills River, North Carolina on a Sunday evening. So let me put this down so you can see what I'm doing, hopefully. So yesterday I showed you how to use patina paint. This is Dixie Belle, and I've used iron, which will turn to rust, copper, which will turn sort of a greenish color like the Statue of Liberty, and I've also used bronze. These are the colors I'll show you as I put the second coat on. And as I mentioned yesterday, it's really a two-step process. You put the first coat of paint on and you let it dry, and then you put the second coat on, and that's when you use the activating spray. So we've got the green spray, which we use on copper and iron, and the blue spray, which we use on bronze. So, and I mentioned the other day that you always want to store your patina paint without the sprayer. This one, I didn't know that to start with, and I kept my sprayer in, and I will have to put this into a little dish because my sprayer no longer works, because it's corrosive and it's eating away at the little metal pieces inside the sprayer. So I'm going to go ahead and put my gloves on. I don't always wear gloves, but this is a pretty messy process. And I like to use chip brushes so that I don't have to wash them. And I put them in saran wrap and put them in my refrigerator overnight so I could use them again today. And I had added some sea spray to the iron because I wanted to be able to, I like the extra texture. A lot of times what I like to do is use a little decor wax and the raised portions, like the gold looks great, or bronze. So I have a little bit of this left. I covered it up in my fridge, not too much. Let me go ahead and get my paints ready. So this is the iron. And this is the bronze. And this is the copper. Yes, the copper. And what I usually shake my paints. I stir my patina paints because it actually has metal particles in the bottom. And you want to be sure that you stir all of those up. And once you put your second coat on, for this it won't be hard because it's a small piece. You want to spray your patina spray while it's still wet. You know, if you're working on a large piece, you might want to work in sections. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of my blue spray in a little plastic dish. You always want to use plastic. Like I said, it can be corrosive, and so you wouldn't want to put it in a metal dish. And I'll go ahead and put my spray gun in. You can kind of see on the inside of this, or on the edges, how it's got some rust on it. That's from using it with the iron. We're going to go ahead and do a second coat, just kind of going over where you put your first coat. And this pouncing motion also gives you more texture versus brushing it on. And I mentioned the other day that I did not put a coat of paint on these. They were a light orange, and I thought I was going to use them during the summer, but I didn't, and now I want them to look a little bit more fall-like. And I figured the orange was okay as a base coat. But if you're starting from scratch, a lot of times I like to put a coat of paint on, and you know, some of my choices are driftwood or gravel. Actually, gravel road is good because it's kind of dark like the iron. And so's Hurricane Gray. Those are Dixie Belle colors. I'll go with the bronze. All right, I think I've pretty much covered every area. I'm going to go ahead, this is where it gets kind of messy. I'm going to spray the green spray on the copper and the iron. Probably should have tested out this sprayer first. Fortunately, I collect these down here. I'm always using them. I like to put my paint, use my paint from little plastic containers versus straight out of the jar. And I've got a sponge here, so I'm just going to sponge. And I really do like spraying it. In fact, I'll probably have to go find another sprayer because you get more drips, and I like the drippy look. All right, well, I'm going to let that sit and now use the blue. If I knew I was using a sponge, I would have a separate sponge for both, but I'll just use the other side here. So now I'm going to try to mainly hit the copper. Oh, I'm sorry, the bronze. And it doesn't matter if you cover other, you don't have to be exact about this. It just won't activate the other color. And I always think, oh, it's not doing anything. But really the results you see the next day, that's really when it takes some time. You can see right here, I think, I'll pull it back, where we're already getting some rust on the iron. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me on Instagram, again, Lynn Wilson Originals. And I have a blog, get this light, I have a blog on my website, lynnwilsonoriginals.com, and I go through this process step by step. So whether you're a visual person or you learn better by reading, hopefully you've got it both ways now. So thanks a lot and have a great Sunday evening. Bye-bye.